Do you guys remember back in the 1970s when our favorite comedian actor Steve Martin was first starting out? I do. That was a cool thing when we were like junior high and early high school. So now you know how old I am. But do you remember he had a comedy album called Let's Get Small? Well, today we're going to get small. I am at Robson Ranch in their model home complex, and I want to show you this new home series that is called the Resort Series. It is small. There are 3 different options of homes. 2 we're going to see modeled today. And I want you to see how small living with a smaller price can really feel just as big as a larger house and then give you more in your budget for day-to-day living and, of course, fun. So let's take a look around here. First of all, I want to tell you square footage, 1236, you guys. That seems small on paper, but really not. These guys know how to design a home. What they've done, I think, this feels like maybe the Hermosa model they have in several communities. They've just shrunk it down. So you don't need all of that extra space maybe for extra furniture or just space you have to mop and clean, but it's going to be right-sized. So you can see your kitchen is very nice. They've got beautiful fixtures here. You can get an undermount sink, the quartz countertops. They've got really nice drawers. And of course, you can choose with Robson all of your own design features. So don't think it has to look like this. Some of the other builders are doing quick move-ins. They probably will have some designer homes of these models available. But if you want to do the design center thing and totally trick yours out your way, you can certainly do that. They do have lots of great kitchen options. I think you can do the double ovens here. This shows the slide-in range with a microwave, again, keeping to the budget-friendly theme. Then you've got nice refrigerator space. And I want to show you this really nice pantry. So lots of space there for all of your stuff. Then back here, we have got, I think, a generous-sized TV room, family room, whatever you want to call it, great room. You've got plenty of space. If you want to have some friends over to watch a movie, you've got room here. Now, keep in mind, these cabinets here along the wall are going to be built-ins. That's an upgrade. If you just want to put a cabinet there, hang your TV over here on the wall, you can easily do that. I really like this main living space in this model, which is the Capri. Oh, you caught me. I'm going to take a little break. I get tired out in these model homes. It really does wear me out, especially when it's a little bit more warm than usual like it is today. So what I want to show you here, though, is this is a good-sized little sofa. It'll hold 4 people, maybe more if you all squinch together. You know, your grandkids are here or something. Now, obviously, the sofa is not included, but I want to give you a reference for size. This is not some tiny home, but it is a tiny price. I'll go over the pricing here in a minute. But let's go take a look, and I want to show you some of the things that you can add. This model, the Capri, just over 1,200 square feet, does come with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. There is an option, however, to add this really nice space that I think you'll like. This is a really nice den. Now, some people, if you're still working from home, will like this space. This could be an additional TV room. You could even, if you have family or friends coming to visit, sofa sleeper in here or a Murphy bed that folds out on the wall. That's a good option for a lot of people. So I think this is a nice space. It's going to add 120-ish square feet if you do this upgrade, and there will be a cost for that. But since we've got such a low sales price or base price, I think that that might be worthwhile for you guys to at least give it a try. Now, here is your guest wing back here, which is going to consist of a really nice bathroom. It's a full bath, and if you could see this doorway right here, you could technically build that in so you would have a dedicated guest wing. Some people do that, some people don't. I don't like to make it too comfortable and private because then they'll stay too long. You guys know my rule, 1 roll of toilet paper in the casita. So I do the same thing in here. I wouldn't be giving them too much because this is nice and they will stay. So then you've got a good sized bedroom. Now, I love how model homes do this because they do put real sized furniture. This is a queen size bed in here, you guys, and they've got 2 nightstands and still room for a dresser. You could hang a TV on the wall. And so I think this is a really nice space for your guests. Next, we're going to check out the master. Come in here, the master's this way. Very, very nice. Now in this model, they have done a really nice tile all the way through. These homes come with a base tile that's probably, I can't remember, maybe 12 by 12 or something. And I think it's adequate for a lot of people. So you want to keep your upgrades to a bare minimum. Flooring is where you're going to spend the most money. So keep that in mind. In this model though, this is a big bed. It's a king size. They've got room for 2 good sized nightstands and a dresser. Again, you could put your TV on the wall. They will do the configuration for that. And then, of course, a really nice master bathroom suite. Now, this shower will have the glass door. It's not a 0 entry. You may or may not be able to add that at construction on this one. I'm not sure. You've got double sinks. And again, the same cabinetry that you pick for the kitchen is going to carry through the entire house. So good little storage here for your linens and stuff. You've got drawers. So this is, I think, adequate. The one thing they don't have here is a separate toilet room. So, you know, if you've been married 38 years, you've gone to the bathroom in front of people before. It's not a big deal. If you're single, you're probably leaving the door open anyway. So not a big deal. Then really nice big closet. I'm going to do the 360 turnaround. I know there's no clothes in here today. You guys know how I like all those crazy clothes. This one is empty. But this does have a door that you can have. So I kind of like that. Now we're going to go and check out what I know a lot of you have been waiting for, and that is the garage. So now we're going to cut through the laundry room. They've got good size washer and dryer. You can configure this upper part any way that you want. You guys know that I never recommend getting the laundry cabinets from the builder. We've got better ways to do that. But you've still got room for a little storage on the side of these machines, or if you want to stack them and have a lot of room over here, maybe you want a fridge in your laundry room, that can be a good thing. Now, next, ask about the 4-foot or, wait for it, 8-foot extension. Let's go see what that looks like out here in the garage. So this, I think, is really pretty good size. Well, the door just slammed. You've got room for some storage cabinets on the side. This, I don't know if this one is extended. I'm thinking it's not, but you've got room for your golf cart on one side. And then this other side is plenty long for a lot of storage. And if you have a big vehicle, or if you have one little, Honda Accord is going to fit there with your big truck on this side. I think this model really, you guys, has very adequate space for just over 1,200 square feet. I think it's a really good deal. Now, the base price on this starts at about $325,900. Again, this is 2024 pricing in the fall. If you see this video 3 years from now, call me for the current pricing. The prices are always changing, generally going up. So if you want to get on a good deal, you need to call me now before you call the builder. Always call me first. Otherwise, you cannot use an agent if you've already been here. But I think we're coming up with some ways to hopefully get around that. So even if you've been to the builder, still call me. I think I found a way to help you. Welcome to my office. Not really. This is just the office in the Valley model. Now, this one is a little bit larger than the Capri, which was $1,236. This one is $1,769. So if the thought of 1,300-ish square feet scares the you-know-what out of you, this one might be a good little bump up. It's not a big bump up in price. Here at Robson Ranch, $386,900, which I think is a really good starting price. Now, keep in mind you are going to have to add your upgrades on top of that, and then probably a teeny tiny lot premium. Their lots for this series are going to be smaller, so therefore smaller lot premiums. And pricing, I didn't mention this at the other model, but pricing is going to vary depending on the community. Here at Robson Ranch, they have 3 options in this resort series. The model they don't have is the Lucia or Lucia. If you think you're learning Italian, you might say it that way and be fancy. That one is kind of in between the two. It's 16 square feet. Again, guys, they have just taken the big models and shrunk down the footprint. So it's going to be the same Robson flow that we all know and love. Just not going to have any wasted space. And why do you want to pay to heat and cool a wasted space and to pay those taxes on it? And my thing, to potentially maybe once a year vacuum it. I don't like to clean. And so when I do, I don't want a lot of extra space. So this Valley, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, the den is always included. It is not optional. Now, there are some optional things that you can do, and we'll get to those in just a minute. What I also want to tell you is the other communities where they build this series. They will build this, of course, here at Robson Ranch, then in Green Valley at one of our favorite places, Quail Creek. This series is available, as well as the Valley model at Saddlebrook Ranch. So lots of options on communities that you can choose from. My team can help you with all of those communities. We are in them every day. So let me do a little work. I have to catch up on some emails, and then we're going to look at the rest of the house. Don't you just love model home furniture? So this is the way you'd be coming in through this door. And I think this might be the standard, one of the standards. It's not an upgrade with Robson, but you're going to have this little side wing for your guests. So they're away from your living space. And that's kind of nice if you have extended guests. What I like here is the door is separating it from the rest of the house. They have here an ensuite bathroom, 1 sink. This case, it's undermount. If you like square, you can get that, or you can get round, either one. Some people like one or the other, but it's got a full bath. And then, as you can see, a really generously sized bedroom that, again, look at the furniture. They've got a queen-size bed in here with nightstands, a decent-sized closet, which your guests are going to hang their 3 things in there, and one whole half of the closet, you're going to use that to put your Christmas decorations. Remember, guys, we can't store those in the garage, or your candles will be a red pile of waxy blob when you go in there in December because they'll melt in the heat. But this has got, I think, a nice amount of space for a guest suite and still an ample amount of privacy for your guests and for you. This is your big living space. Now remember, this one's a little bit larger, so you're going to have, I think that's the same sofa, maybe 1 seat bigger than the Capri model, but still plenty of space for your big TV. They've got some built-in cabinetry here, which I think is very nice. And then this lovely, lovely, I think, great room concept. It's not like you've got separate family room or living room. Remember back in the old days when everybody's mom had a formal living room? That stuff is out the door, at least for now. In 10 years, they'll convince us that's cool again. But for now, we're not using those rooms, so we don't want them. We want all one big open space. And this has, I think, a pretty good sized island. You've got space for 3, maybe 4, depending on what kind of bar stools you buy. Seats, you've got a nice place here to be talking to your guests while maybe you're making drinks or preparing food. And this model is shown with an electric range. Gas is always an option, and you can either have that. Some people don't like it. I don't always like the gas because I like one flat space to clean. I don't like all those little knobs and bits and bobs. But you can see in here, they've modeled it with a little bit different color of cabinetry. You can still get a white kitchen. You can get an espresso colored kitchen and a gray kitchen or a blue kitchen. All kinds of options depending on your taste, but always consult with me before you make your choice because I'll keep you out of trouble for resale. If you're going to get something crazy like, bright blue throughout or some kind of off-the-wall color, let's talk about that so if you need to sell, you might get bad feedback from potential buyers. But if you really like, a bright green kitchen, by all means, go ahead and get it. You only live once. So, I'm actually considering buying a bright blue refrigerator. And why? Because I can. So here, living room, dining, and cooking space is all intertwined. This is a good-sized dining table. It'll hold 6 people, and they've got a really big light fixture here. Again, light fixtures, we'll talk about that before you go to the design center. If you're buying a quick move-in, they generally will not customize the light fixtures too much. But this is a nice size room, you guys. I think you could have family, you could have guests, you could have your neighbors over for a happy hour and have plenty of space inside, and then we'll show you the outside area here in a minute. But TV area even, again, these cabinets are an upgrade. Some people do them, some people don't. That's a place you can save if you're looking to stick to your budget. I would not put cabinets there. I would get a nice buffet from Wayfair. I say buffet, now we call them consoles because we're not using those in our formal dining room, but you know what I mean. And then hang the TV on the wall. They've done a tile effect there, and some people like that, some people don't. You could leave it as a blank wall. So now we'll go in, we'll check out the master and see what you think about that. So this is the master suite, which I think is very nice. You can see that we've got good size furniture. Again, always in these model homes of any size, they really do try to put big furniture. Some of you don't have big furniture, so yeah, you're going to have room for extra things. In this case, they've got a king-size bed, nightstands, a dresser. They've even got an extra chair. So I kind of like that. And let's look at what we have here for the master bathroom. We've got some really nice cabinetry that, again, linens, or if you have too many shoes for your closet, you could put some in there too, I guess. Depends on if you're a shoe person or not. This model does have the actual little water closet private room, so you don't have to go to the bathroom in front of the person that you live with. And again, who cares? At this point, we're old people. Everybody's seen and heard it all. So you've got a really nice shower, 2 sinks, and ooh, this closet has clothes. Let's see who these people are. Oh, these people are beige. They're just beige. But this is a nice size closet. Now, I'm sure this is not standard. You can add this with the builder. Again, consult me before you do that. This closet comes standard with a door. So if you're a messy closet person like I am, you're going to probably want that door. If you're a neatnik, maybe you can take it off if it bothers you. But I think this master suite is really, really nice. And again, it does not feel small at all to me. It feels really large. Actually, I could totally live in this size home and have room left over. So this is your extra space. And now this model does come with the optional, I'm pretty sure this is optional, half bath or powder room. And then you've got a huge storage closet here. And I'll show you the laundry room. This is a nice size space. You've got washer and dryer on one side. You've got room for a key drop, or if you're me, it's your mail drop, or it's just a drop. I drop everything there at my house. And you can customize it with cabinets or not if you want. Let's see if we can get into the garage. Oh, ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. We can go in the garage on this one. We can't always do that, you guys. So see if I can do this without falling down. So this garage, again, ample space. You have got room for, a long vehicle plus storage. and a good size vehicle here as well. You may want to expand depending, or maybe you want to add a golf cart garage. I think you can do that in the valley. So there's lots of different configurations that you can do in your garage, and we'll talk about that when we meet. So the valley is about $386,900, and then you're going to do some add-ons. Again, smaller space, you're not going to have as much in add-ons as you would some of the larger homes. What I like about this resort series at Robson is it gives you the same nice design and floor plan, just shrunk down, and they're shrinking down the sales price. So maybe you have a big budget, but you don't want a big house. Maybe you have a small budget and you still want to be in one of the amazing Robson communities. For those of you who haven't seen a lot of my videos, I'll show you while I tell you here about Robson Ranch. This is an amazing community, as well as Quail Creek is amazing, and Saddlebrook, and that is where you'll find these homes. I think this is a way to get big luxury country club style living with all of the amenities: pickleball, golf, arts and crafts, dining on site. This is how you get into a really wonderful community for in the maybe mid 400s, depending on how smart we are at the design center and what kind of incentives we can negotiate at the time of our contract. There are ways to do this on a budget and still get you a luxury 55 plus lifestyle for your retirement years. So what I want you to do is to give me a call at the number below on the screen. Let's have a Zoom or just a phone call to talk about your wants and needs and what your plans are for your upcoming house hunting visit. I'm excited to talk to you soon.